Hi guys, it's Karina, owner, founder of Knit About Boutique. I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you about network marketing because just about everybody I know has done some sort of network marketing. And, I don't know anybody that has stuck with it long term. And there have been some ladies that have stuck with it for 5 or 10 years even. And at some point, you just kind of either burn out or decide to do something else. So I know it's possible for certain people to achieve something in those companies. But I think it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of work for the amount of money that you make. I tried 10 or 15 different companies that I never had any success with. I sold makeup, I sold jewelry, I sold I sold body care. I sold, what else did I sell? I sold everything, multiple different companies. I tried them all. And I was always looking, I wanted to have my own business and I wanted to make some money, some extra money, right? That's what everyone's looking for. Let's just add a little bit of extra money to the household income. And what I found with the company, the last company that I really put my heart and soul into, I went to all the trainings, all the little group meetings that they had locally, was that the market around here was just oversaturated. Just too many people were selling the same thing as I was. And if I could get anybody to actually come to an event that I was having or to host an event, it seemed like I felt like I was always kind of pushing it on them. It was like there was so much pressure because I was away from my family for that amount of time, and was it worth it? I had this immense pressure to sell things, and I think that probably came across. I would memorize the scripts, and gosh, I did everything like you were supposed to. And I think if you achieve a pretty good amount of sales, you get 20-25%, right? So let's say I was selling jewelry and I sold something for $50. I would make $10, maybe $15 in profit. So how many things do you have to sell at a party to make it worth being away from your family at night? Because most of the people I know have young children or even like a spouse or a hobby is something that they'd rather be doing rather than sitting at someone's house with this awkward situation. And they always tell you to sit with the food because people hover around where the food is. And I just knew there was a better way. So what I found out when I started my online boutique is that really great jewelry does not cost that much money. I was selling sterling silver pieces. They were custom, obviously, for that company, $50, let's say, for a pair of earrings. And I found that in the wholesale market, you can get really great jewelry for like $5. And not everybody on earth is trying to sell the same jewelry as you. So when you think about that, it makes so much more sense to open your own thing, right? Well, then you have to worry about the marketing and how do you sell it, because when you have that company, they give you, the script and this and that. This is what you say, here's the logo, the marketing materials, things like that. So you have to come up with all that on your own. So it takes a little bit of extra work, but it's much more fun when you actually get to pick out the merchandise that you're selling and it's not something that everyone else is trying to sell. So my online boutique program is open now until the end of July. I'm taking applications and only a certain number of people can get into this coaching group that it's going to start August 1st. And I will take you through all the purchasing. I will show you, let's say you've done network marketing and you've been making a couple $100 a month. Wow, the margins are so great when you actually buy wholesale that you can spend, $100 and get enough jewelry to have a party. $200. And a lot of these companies, you know, their minimum orders are maybe $150, $200. So you go place the minimum order and then you're getting everything at wholesale. So I will walk you through all the purchasing. We will talk about logos, marketing. You'll have access. I'll show you where to get everything. I'll show you where to get jewelry. That's great. Accessories, clothing, shoes, anything that you've seen in a local boutique, I can show you where to get it. And our first group, they went through the program. They're getting ready to open their boutiques August 15th. And some of them already have their sites, you know, up and going. They've got product. We're working on marketing now. So if you have ever tried network marketing and had it not work for you, and you're looking for another way to make extra money, or you've always had a dream to have your own online boutique, or you're just ready for a change. You just don't like what you're doing, because that was kind of me. You know, I always wanted my own business. I did not want to work for someone else. If you've been researching it, a lot of the women that I work with, they say they've been researching how to do this for years, but they never figured out where to start. I can show you all that. I took my online boutique from zero to almost $1 million in 1 year, and I started it from scratch. So I can help you. I can show you the way. So all you need to do is go to, I'm going to put it in the comments, 10xyourboutique.com, put in your name and address, and your name and email address, and it will take you to a second page after you do that, and there will be a link for you to go and fill out an application for the program. So if you or anyone you know would like to learn more about what I'm doing, teaching women how to open their own online boutiques, go to 10xyourboutique.com, and you'll have to do 2 steps. You'll fill in your name and email address, and that'll give you a document that I've created that's got some questions and some checklists and some really cool planning pages. And then you'll get a link to the application. The application is the part that you need to fill out. And when you do that, you'll answer some questions for me, and I will contact you, and we'll get on the phone, and I'll teach you what I'm doing. And you can decide then if that's something that you want to work on right now, or, you know, if now's not the right time, but you'll at least have some information. So I will talk to you soon.